Portugal get us underway, and it's into the hands of the scrum half, Frank Lamani. That good right boot of his, and he sends it down towards the 10-metre line.
Simple start for Fiji. Decent kickoff, quite long and quite deep for Portugal, winning the territory. Fiji making no mistakes, just getting out of that red zone. They have become, I wouldn't say more conservative in their approach, but certainly more consistent in terms of
receivers here,
playing big league rugby and not having to chase the game.
Who is receiver? Thank you.
It's Patrice Lagisquet, who will end his tenure with Portugal. At the end of this, as Tadja Furtz hits his first line out, and Portugal to get a chance to run early straight into the torrid Fijian defence. Here's Stevie Cicada, experienced lot for them. Pedro Betancourt scored that wonderful try against Australia. A nice tidy start for Portugal here. Was allowed to go for it. He stopped and looked at Maya Navanua. Everybody waited to see if the ball is out. The big lot forward said it is, and I'm going for it, and the referee let him. So Fiji get the first turnover of the match, and here's Joshua Tuisova, this powerhouse midfielder. Fiji quickly swinging from defence into attack. Crashing up through the middle, but conceding the penalty.
He cleared the man from the side. Number 4 removed number 1 from the side.
And from the side is Sila, the man penalised. Nice little build-up. We see again the power, the strength of Joshua Tuisova. He's just ball in hand. He's such a handful, such a wonderful combination in that midfield with the captain right there. One is Gal and the pretty running style, everything beautiful. The other just brute raw strength. It's a perfect combination.
Big crowd of Portuguese fans. Fiji are popular the world over, but they may be outnumbered tonight. There's swathes of red and green to cheer on Os Lobos, the Wolves. That one just tipped off the fingers of Cicada and picked up nicely by Jose Lima, the captain, coming into the side today to replace the regular captain, Tomas Shackleton. Nice ball for them here to build inside the 22. Look composed early on. Betancourt stabs a little kick through. Magali getting back there to tidy up.
Oh, he was smart there, wasn't he? Just let it take that extra hop. Knew he had a second or two. Over the line, it went the chance to clear from the goal line dropout. Nice idea. When the kick did go through, there was no one at home at the back there. Magala got back quickly.
Here's Vilimuni Botitu, just his second start at fly half, called into the squad late to replace the injured Caleb Muntz pre-tournament. He sent this down to Caruso Pinto. Runs hard. The crowd groans as it hits the Fiji defence. Nice short ball from Pas Ferreira, trying to get in over this, stealing it away. Fiji, and doing exactly that at Oni Maui. Now they look to counter. That one's ricocheted away, and Betancourt was almost there, but it was Watia who got back to rescue the situation for Fiji, and they get a penalty as well.
Oh, and a little slip to boot. God, I think
number 9 released the player first.
Got that little tap back and then lost his footing. Surrounded, tackled by 4 Portuguese defenders, almost attacking defenders. No release. It's a great turnover, isn't it? We said proper Oni Maui. The kick charge down from Botitu, the new man at 10, maybe still learning his straps a little bit. Bit of a risk, I would think, to pick a 10 who's really short in experience there in a game like this.
Tavesi hits the target. Portia is rounded upon, though, as the bobbling ball. It was Fernandes who came through to stop the demolition man and stop Fiji being able to get that ball out. Great work from Portugal.
It's exactly the start Portugal would have wanted, just to keep Fiji down inside their own half. Keep them pinned back, make sure they play a little more conservatively, no real free exits, disciplined. Perfect start now. Scrum time. The Fijian scrum has been good this tournament, hasn't it?
Samuel Makish, the halfback for Portugal. Very experienced now. The scrum pack's just on Fiji's side of halfway. They'll have to clear it out the back from Samoish. A little crossfield kick pass, and the bounce doesn't quite set up for the oncoming Mata. It's brilliant for Magala, who did really well to stay in field too. Now Lamani's kick is charged. Second Fiji kick charged.
Nice little kick pass over the top. Well defended as well. Magala got in there really quickly, read it well. Jumped as well, gave himself the advantage of being in the air. And the second kick charged down by the halfback pairing.
2 meters, please. Thank you. Receiver here.
Matavesi, this one's knocked away by Portugal.
Taken in Pierre.
To track back a good 20-odd metres to claim it and now reset their attack, and they're full of running early. Cardoso Pinto cut in half by the defence covering across.
Portugal.
Massive shot gone on. Here's Tadja. Portugal reset. Again, they're really going to chance their arm in this one, and why not? Impressive winger, Rafael Storti takes it in. Speaking of impressive, Jose Matheida, the big lock, 97% tackle success. As Marquesh sends this up, Magala coming underneath it. It's just drifting towards the sideline, and it's gone out on the full mistake from Portugal's halfback.
Wow, look at this for a hit in the midfield. Oh, absolutely smoked him, did the flying Joshua Tuasova. Pinto not exactly expecting it, drifting across it, looking up to see where the space was. Absolutely smoked.
This line out much better this time from Fiji. Taken in. And now they get a chance to attack in midfield. Little pick and go up the middle. And now Lomani can clear away. Conceding the penalty, Portugal.
Offside first.
Fiji have had their difficulties at goal kicking through the course of the tournament, haven't they? And cost them dearly against Wales in that opening game.
12.
And good when they needed it against Australia, didn't it, with Kuravoli? He's not playing today, so it's Lomani will have the kicking duties.
A little offside here from Portugal. That's amazing. Fiji, they've been camped down in their own half. They get out of their half, and all of a sudden, immediately they've created an opportunity.
Frank Lomani looking to get Fiji on the board. Over it goes, and first points go Fiji's way, 3 points to 0.
Well, it's gone over and it's 3 points, but it wasn't pretty. He's not a really fluid, natural kicker of the ball, is he? He's got it over, though. That's all that counts.
Fiji on the board inside the opening 10 minutes. They need one competition point, a win or a bonus point of any form. That will get them through to the quarterfinals and end Australia's tournament. It could stay 3-0 for all Fiji care.
Use it, please. No, not yet. Onside, Portugal.
We'd
Start
want more than
onside.
that, though.
Thank you.
Lamani sends this one away. Rush up is no chance for Jean Portela to go quickly.
Portugal line-out's been pretty good tonight already, a couple of steals.
So no gaining ground for 50-22 Pierre.
Again, it's great ball from Madeira at the front of the line-out. Portela through the hands, Betancourt, big shot, but nice hands from Limo. Caruso Pinto does eventually hold on, but allows time for Fiji's defence to reorganise as Portugal head up towards halfway. Fernandes, the veteran prop forward in his 47th test.
Okay, use it, please.
Marsh with his prodigious box kick will send this one high for Magala to come forward, and does so really nicely. The Fijian fullback, he's only had 5 minutes in the tournament so far, and he's made a nice start.
Fiji, use it.
Lamani going to look to send this one back up off his right boot. Angled kick down deep to Caruso Pinto. The two fullbacks safe under the high ball so far. Looking to return with interest. Puts it to a nice position. Portuguese crowd baying for a forward pass.
Stop. Backwards. Play the ball, all onside.
Now Portela looking to find some open spaces. He's not going to find it. Straight onto the chest of Magala. The Olympic gold medalist has a think about winding up and does exactly that. A stop and a step and a jink and a duck, and he's up towards halfway. Now through the hands, and the big man Luke Tangi stopped in his tracks. Great support from Botia. And now Ravutal Munda, first touch for the winger.
Good effort, well done, thank you.
Fiji creep up over halfway. Here's the captain, Nayat Levu, putting it on the left boot, driving that kick low and hard for Caruso Pinto to go back and send the ball to the safety of the touchline just outside his own 22.
Nice little tactical kick through, chasing Portugal back. The pressure, the chase meant the kick is not a good one. Oh, take a bit of that. That's a bit of proper stepping from Cyril Magala. Wonderful footwork. Defenders falling in his wake, not even touching him.
Line-out ball at the front has been good so far for Fiji, and away they come, crashing forward. Hambosi. Naya Hambosi, another getting a start today. Nayat Levu, though, can't hold on as he hits contact, so it's tidied up by David Wallish. He sends it away. There's a chase coming, really good chase coming from Portugal. Rodrigo Mata is... Well, Fiji have got themselves in big trouble here. It's ripped away by Mata. Portugal look to swing on it to attack now. Lots of space, kick pass across for Javier Storti, can't quite get to it. There's hands waving and all sorts, and now Fiji go quickly, and this is where they could be really dangerous, breaking out Lamani around the outside, almost the halfback. Hands down low is superb from Maya Navanua, and that one's stolen. Shots coming in left, right and centre. And eventually the ball's back in Portuguese hands.
See what happens. No. Advantage now over for the knock. No,
Portugal just try and add a little bit of calm to proceedings. Running back into the traffic. Going to step away through. It's risky. Oh, nice ball back in field. Good awareness from Storti. Stevie Cicada.
Okay, 9, use it, please.
Next to carry forward.
Offside. 9.
Again, Marquesh just looks for that protection to send the box kick up. Titu underneath this one and brings it down on his own, or 10 metres on his own side of halfway. Good defence coming through from Portugal. Timing is nice. And we reset again. There's a lot of action all between the 22s at the moment.
Fiji, use it, please. Start onside. No, it's a ruck, still a ruck.
Lamani again, Portela collects.
Stop.
Caruso Pinto sends it back. This time for Butitu. Straight down the middle, it's a thumping kick, but Samuel Marques
5 meters, everyone on.
easily back to take it.
Stop. Pass the ball. Onside.
Now Fiji with a wild swinging pass. Magala onto the left boot. Caruso Pinto well positioned. Kick tennis. Nobody's blinked yet. Lamani.
Wait.
Crowd starting to bait. They're getting a little restless now. Portela looks to run it back up. He's tipped up by Maui. Tadja. Oh, Fiji almost getting in over that Luke Tangi. Well protected in the end by Portugal. A little bit static from that moment. Oh, the hands tricky. Down low from Lima. Now Betancourt. He's been a real injection. Good thrust from him. Getting in a real tangle at the moment. That ball's wild too for Nicolas Schmatinch. Fiji over this one, but they do so illegally. Tackler didn't release. Difficult passage of play.
Wow, what a passage. Almost 3 minutes of the ball in play. A lot of kicking, as you'd expect. Both teams just want to play in the right zones here. I know it's 16, 17 minutes in, but it's still early on in terms of the contest.
Speaking with David Gerrard just before kick-off, and he was saying that the boys are really, really tired, you know, exhausted even, and that's why it's been quite complicated this week, preparing themselves for this encounter, of course. And, you know, so those passages of play where you got 3 minutes, you know, it's going to wear them down, and they're going to find it tough for the last 20, of course, but putting up a great fight so far, and in the lead by 3.
And it is hot here in Toulouse, Robbie, which will wear them down even more, the big fellas, and I would hazard a guess to say that the Fijian pack of forwards is a fair bit heavier than the Portuguese pack. They've been moved around, they've been asked to cover a lot of ground. It'll wear them down even further.
Yeah, and there's something else that you need to take into consideration. Some of these players, the semi-pros based in Portugal, they've come from 2 training sessions per week to 2 training sessions per day. That's a massive, massive change for them.
The other thing that Fiji would not want and certainly can't afford is 1 or 2 injuries tonight as they go into, well, bearing in mind if they get a point, when they go into the quarterfinals, they'll want to be at full strength. They'll want their best possible 15 to run on and their best possible bench to do the business at the end.
Well, we've already got a change, as we can see. Te Ahiwaru Sirikadavita coming on to replace Temu Mayanavama.
Yeah, Temu Mayanavamua, who got his first start. He's been off the bench. Te Ahiwaru Sirikadavita started every game, so I think they were trying to just ease some of that load on him. He's going to have to go a good 60-odd minutes here. Early change for Fiji with injury.
7, right. Messi.
This kick's found grass. It's going to roll in. Oh, yeah, eventually Caruso Pinto will have to play it with a goal line dropout.
No, nice try.
Definitely a territorial game for Fiji tonight. As soon as Wasea Mahathalova got ball in hand, they immediately just smashed it down there.
Drop kick smashed downfield by Marques. And speaking of smashing, winding up Viliamamata, trying to get Fiji on the front foot and get their game flowing. Luke Tangi. It's decent ball for Lomani to try and clear Butitu to the line. Hidden spin from Matavesi, it's untidy. Someone tried the football kick, it wasn't the Portuguese player initially. And now Magala has to track a long way back and lost control, and then the ball bouncing knock on against Fiji. A couple of times under pressure, they haven't handled it well back there.
I agree.
And you think the scrappier it gets, the more broken up it is, the more it's going to suit the Portuguese. Just to hang in there to capitalise on those little mistakes. Big, strong carry here from Mahara. What a carry that is from Mata. And then, of course, we saw Botitu take it to the line beautifully before the error came. Lost his footing again. Did Mangala.
Portugal.
Oh, 4-0 on the handling errors. Means Fiji will be unhappy with those turnovers. They've lost the line out as well. 5 free balls they've given away.
Midfield scrum for Portugal as the front rows pop up, and it'll be a penalty for Fiji.
Number 1 on the left-hand side.
Well, I said before the game, the Fijian scrum has been outstanding this tournament. 100% record so far. Forced the penalty this time round. Standing up is the call there. It's the elder statesman, Francisco Fernandes, who's just popped up a little bit. And that's a pretty good kick.
Already a change to
Receiver.
that Fiji line out with Vanua having to go early. That ball's taken down by Mata, though. It's a high looping pass into midfield. This time Fiji's attack easily picked off. No way through. Almost blowing through in the end. Just lost his footing.
14 Fiji.
Patella coming in. Martinch puts a good shot on. He's made plenty the open side flanker for Portugal in this tournament. Fiji just starting to build through the phases here, though. And now a little bit of room for Botitu. Can't link up on the outside, though, with Meli Terenelangi, who was roaming down there and has plenty of pace for a big man.
I didn't think it had any effect. But I'm aware.
Stuttering again. Just don't have the flow, the rhythm, the fluidity to their game. And maybe lacking 1 or 2 distractions, dummy runners in that midfield area. One-off carriers being picked off a little.
Great scrum hat.
Fiji have only scored 7 tries in the entire tournament so far. All of their matches by a margin of 7 points.
More.
Sends it down. Ravutal Munda coming forward to meet this one and brings it down neatly. The chase of those kicks has been excellent, though, from Portugal. Fiji able to recycle, try and get something going in midfield as it just spills out of the hands of Tuisova.
I reckon the most excited bunch of rugby fans in the world right now is the Australian team.
The line out, respect the space,
They'll be looking at this thinking, well, Fiji are off their game. Need to lift their game big time if they're going to get through against a courageous and gallant Portuguese outfit.
So Fiji earned a penalty from the last scrum, which was on the Portuguese feed.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Got a good shove on here, front rows collapse. It's a real melee in there, so they're going to have to reset.
Guys, no, you two. 2 and 2, very quickly. No scrummaging pre-ball. You wait for the ball, as we agreed. You're putting these guys under pressure. Wait for the ball.
I think Portugal are going to have to move this one out a little bit quicker.
Wait for the
To me,
ball,
like they were
everybody.
just coming under a bit of pressure there.
Referee Luke Pearce has had words with both the hookers, Tadja and Motivasi.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
The penalty goes Fiji's way again. Pressure coming on.
Tight head, collapse the scrum. On your knees.
Diogo Hash Ferreira, the man penalised on the tight head side. Bit of a lull in the game now. The crowd have sensed there's a bit of a lull. They're a little quiet at the moment, as you can see it. It's going down on that far side.
Come your side, next side.
Chance now for Fiji just to get hands on ball, try not to lose possession. They've lost a couple, go through the phases, build some momentum.
Portia standing in at first receiver, gets the return ball, does Motivasi crashing up and tipped over Tuisova.
Again,
Tipped over by his opposite Lima. Oh, a little hole up the middle for Hambosi. Spotted it, the winger didn't close, and now Fiji try to get a roll on through Maui. Spills out the back again. A little bit of broken field play, which we know the Fijians love. Here's Luke Tangi. Starting to get some metres now, Portia. Through the hands they go for Mata. Making a few inroads in the Portuguese defence for the first time. Fiji spread again, Botitu. Through the hands they go, and then again just losing the footing, Magala. And the Portugal all over that ball, able to steal it away.
Well, much better from Fiji. You said it, a little momentum, but a go forward, some good quick ball for the backline to just come around the outside. Loss of footing again for Magala. As soon as you go down to ground that quickly, that unexpected, there's no ruck, there's no support at the breakdown. Defensively, Portugal were good, got in there quickly. Well, Cardoso Pinto, I think it was, you got hands on the ball and wins the penalty.
Knocked away by Matheda. Kesh tries to put a little toe on it. Fernandes there to help out. Slips out of the first tackle, does the big loose head prop. Oh, nice quick hands. And some space for Storti with a little kick check over the top, trying to get back and get a hand to it. Lomani and Magala quickest to the loose ball. But it's a great incision from the super impressive Rafael Storti. Fiji rescue the situation for now.
Okay, Fiji, use it, please.
Get reset on their own 22, and it'll be Lamani again to send this into the Toulouse sky. Jesus coming forward, not huge distance on the kick. Cardoso Pinto doesn't get near it. It bounces into touch, no hands on it.
Still live.
And it'll be
Still live.
a Portuguese throw to the line-out.
It was beautifully worked, wasn't it? Samuel Marques with the pass, and then the great little hands on the outside. Look at that, good long pass, then the quick hands. Storti was gone, the chip was good.
Time off.
To be fair, Frank Lamani did well to get back there, and Mangala was brave in defence. This ball was all over the show. Players came in at pace, diving at it.
How good has Rafael Storti been for Portugal? 20 defenders beaten in the tournament. He scored a couple of tries against Georgia.
A real handful, not the biggest man on the field either, but he's got pace and he reads the game well. Some of those insertions have not been on the right wing, they've been all over the park. Been across on the left, been supporting up the midfield, makes himself available. Nice little kick over the top there as well when nothing else was on.
He's only 22, and this is already his 24th test, so bright future as Tadja hits the mark with the line-out throw. Come Portugal again. This game looking to ignite. Storti once more stopped on halfway
Inside,
this time.
Yeah. Inside.
Marques tries to roll a little kick top over the top. On for a 50-22 here. Oh, the break just comes in the end. Oh, Bossy, little hitch kick, and then the acceleration from the left winger. He's beaten three, running into open territory, now rounded upon by red jerseys, and just ploughs himself into heavy contact. Portugal trying to steal us away, and they will again. Just when Fiji look to open up, and away they go once more. And the ball to ground, it comes undone.
It's a big old desperately. Knock on, Scrum, Fiji.
Oh, the whole stadium have got their head in their hands.
Oh, I'm not quite sure about that.
What a break from Mombasa to start with.
Okay.
Real powerful running. Look at this. Steps off the one, and he's gone into the midfield. Bit of space. Big, strong, with speed, with momentum, but away from the support players. That was the critical thing. Did well to stay on his feet as long as he possibly could. As soon as he was isolated, Portuguese forwards were in there to win the steal. Tap and go from the penalty as well. Samuel Marks played quickly. Right idea against the tired Fijians, as Robbie Knock pointed out.
Yeah, Portugal making a couple of little mistakes there. It's such a shame because the quick tap was a really good idea. You know, get it moving before the Fijian defence can get back into position. And Marcus is so good at that. You know, he spots and he sees that there's like an opportunity to take advantage of. On that occasion, the little slip, giving the ball back to Fiji. But they want to get the fast ball, they want to get it moving very quickly because they know that as soon as Fiji reposition themselves, they've got giants in defence who can hit extremely hard. Use the pace that you've got, use what you've got. Smaller framed, they are the Portuguese players, they know that, but they use them to their advantage.
It was interesting watching Mike Tadge at the end of that play. As much as the ball was knocked on, he put a little grubber down into the corner. And he watched it with great jubilation, as it would have probably gone out for a 50-22, not to be there because of the knock-on.
He came out prior to the match quite early and just had this wide smile on his face, even coming off the bus. And what is his final test match? Just absolutely lapping up every moment of this. They're going to strap him up and look like he's going to definitely keep on going as well.
Make sure you're better, please.
Yeah, the right elbow getting a little bit of TLC. But he is hard as nails, isn't he?
Scrum, Fiji.
Well, we have these wonderful momentum stats that we get to see, and it's interesting how this has gone. In the beginning, it was all Portugal. They just had the territorial advantage. They kept Fiji trapped down. Fiji have made one or two breakouts, but their handling errors have cost them. Every time they've looked to bull, they've just spoiled the ball somehow, somewhere. Costly handling errors. And to be fair, it is hot, it's quite humid, it's sweaty out there. Bit of fatigue, I guess, but still a stat they'll be disappointed with.
Chance to really launch from here. These front rows again go down, and this time it's Portugal who get the penalty at scrum time.
Number 3, collapse the scrum.
It's against Luke Tangi for collapsing.
Well, he doesn't like the decision. He's made himself available as a carrier tonight, hasn't he? He's made a number of strong carries into the traffic as Luke Tangi.
Sam, I will say the same to their scrum leader as well, but every time I change, I don't want to look at this yet, thank you.
Oh, he does.
Every time I change sides, you'll have a problem on the other side. Either you guys start to sort it, or we have to get involved in them further, and I'll say the same to them.
I think Nick has probably got the call from Pierre Brousset on the far side. But there's no doubt that's how he went down. Probably more irate with himself than the decision.
Receiver is 6.
Down the back they go this time with it. Portugal, it works out just enough for them. Pass Ferreira is the one to bring it in eventually.
Don't change.
Fiji trying to get their Matavesi right in the thick of eventually Portugal able to clear Lima out the back for Pizzella. And then again it just spills through the hands of the Cardoso Pinto and trying to swoop on this. Lovely Talmunda for Fiji. But conceding the penalty didn't let him get up and release. And mistakes from both teams.
Landing on a thigh, not back on his feet.
Yeah, I felt a little for Manuel Cardoso Pinto there. The pass was a little bit low, it was firm.
I spoke with their hook at the same time. The scrums are not good enough at the moment. Okay, every time I change sides, there is a problem. Speak to your players.
Quite right, I think Luke Pearce is running out of patience at scrum time.
half an hour gone and just the Frank Lamani penalty in it. 3 points to 0. Fiji leading. Remember, they can win, they can get one losing bonus point, they can get try bonus point. They just need one competition point to secure a quarter-final place. At the moment, Portugal are making their night and to lose very difficult. They've knocked this away, though, has Fiji. Lineouts have been steals both ways. Here's Tuisolva to run hard to the line. Nayata Levu, the captain, slips a little neat ball and then a jinking kick from Magala. It's bounced off Portuguese legs. No, it hasn't. It's gone out off Fiji.
I'm not sure it should be. Yeah,
Here we go.
Yeah, you were dead right. You were dead right.
Yes, correct.
Yako Paipa got it wrong. He doesn't get too much wrong, does he?
Having eyes on Yako Piper, he pointed one way, then the other.
Receivers 9.
I'm not sure the kick is the right option in that traffic. So hard to get it through, let alone over the top with players advancing.
Matavesi down the back for Narsilasila. Great ball. Oh, the hands are excellent for a flying Tuisolva. He did well to catch up with it. Nayata Levu, the captain of Fiji, is held up by his opposite Betancourt. Fiji again just trying to build, but Portugal swarming up on them. Shifted on for Tangi again, and the ball spills out the side. It's cleaned up by Fernandes, and then Tadger just looks to open up on the right side, and there's a lot of room now for Kadaso Pinto. He stands a kick forward. That's claimed by Butitu, who bangs it away with interest and chases his own kick. Vilamoni Butitu. It's Mike Tadger who's got back there. Oh, the left boot's a beauty. What a touch finder. Away go Fiji, though. Nayata Levu. And it could really open up here, Lamani. Looking to step his way through. Magala shovels it on and then through the hands, through the legs, but forward from Nayata Levu. It is helter-skelter at the moment. Little chip kick over the top. Fiji having to get back and chases. Mata comes forward eventually. Titu got there. It is ragged.
Well, the crowd is sensing a little bit of something different, and this man is providing it. What a kick. I spoke about his little grub earlier. Look at that. Sensational for a front rower.
Manuel Cardoso Pinto brings down the dropout from Fiji. Betancourt just winds up. Stopped and then allowed to go again. Narcilla Seron's still going. Portugal keeping the ball alive there. It's there for Mateda as they head towards Fiji's line again. Here's Tadger in the thick of absolutely everything. Fiji can't get hands on it. Portugal pressing, looking for the first try of the match. The loose ball lands in the hands of Cardoso Pinto. Around the corner they come. Martins, Nicolas Martins pops a nice ball for Cicada. It's there for Marques, and now on Fiji's side. Penalty Portugal.
No quick. No quick.
Off the ball, tackled by 9 white.
No quick.
They are really rattling Fiji.
There's a tackle off the ball by number 9. They're not going to go quick, so don't panic. That tackle off the ball by number 9. No quick, okay?
We're 15 metres out on the 5-metre line.
Just 1 minute this way.
No. Look.
Yeah. Sorry. Where's the mark, please, Brian?
But the mark for the tackle off the ball is 15 metres out on the 5-metre line.
Over here, man. Come up, Fiji. The mark is over here.
I think it was a tackle off the ball by all accounts.
Tackle off the ball.
Boy, this is becoming a test for Fiji.
Thanks for the
crowd
time.
are getting in behind this Portuguese side. They are playing quickly. They're showing resilience. They're forcing the odd little indiscretion, as you can see the tackle off the ball there by Frank Lamani.
Jose Matheira brings it down, and Portugal will try to get them all moving. Fiji have got well organised initially. Now there's a roll-on for Tadja. He has to come away, Markesh. He loses his footing, spins it back beautifully for Storti. Running into traffic in midfield. Fiji having to scramble, though. It's slow ball for Portugal. They've got a penalty, however. Fiji slowing that ball down. Matheira again.
Advantage Portugal.
And another advantage. And Portugal hammering away at the moment. Oh, the clever little kick. The brilliant little stab, and he can't quite collect it. Storti did all but score a miracle try.
Before we start, fellas, we're under advantage anyway for the penalty middle of the park. Yeah.
No, it was knocked on in the field of play. No grounding.
Thank you. No try. There's a knock-on. Back to the penalty.
Well, the call came quickly. It looked by all accounts that he'd knocked it on. Yeah, yep, 100% right, no try. Penalty advantage it was. They'll go back right in front of the uprights and kick at posts.
Players
Possibility
can't stand
here.
up in the tackle to allow your jackler on. Move away, please. Don't just stand up.
Well, this is just outstanding from that man's team. Everything he would have wished for.
Hold on.
Made 5 changes to his starting lineup. It's paying dividends. They've been smart, they've played quickly, they've been courageous in defence against the big Fijian carriers. Got a little bit lucky here. They pulled toe to head, stayed in play beautifully, just not able to gather. Brilliant effort.
Hey? Okay, just shot clock off for a second, please. How about we meet in the middle? We'll meet in the middle.
Buzz around this crowd. The Portuguese fans can just sense there's something special happening here. Some little bit of magic developing.
Samuel March squares this match-up as we head towards half-time. A penalty apiece, 3 points apiece between Portugal and Fiji. Fiji looking for just a little bit of composure. The bouncing ball falls for Derenelangi. Big, wide ball. They peel off 50-odd metres with a couple of passes, do Fiji. There's Tuisova. Just on Portugal's side of halfway. Up the back they come. Now a little bit of forward momentum. Flat, straight onto the chest of Hambosi. Got support inside. Another good tackle, Cardoso Pinto. A little worse for Rio afterwards, but he stopped Hambosi in his tracks. Now Fiji trying to concert some pressure on Portugal. The rare foray into the 22. All the way through for Butitu. Just got caught in two minds a little.
Don't touch him, you're offside, don't touch him.
Slow ball to come away for Lamani. Eventually it does. Tuisova, good hands down low, Ravultalmanda. Can't make any metres though. Back they come for Nasilasila. Buries his head and stops 6 metres short. Butitu through the hands, Nayat the lever, trying to create some space. Goes himself, the captain, stopped once more in midfield. Ball spills out the side. Hand on the ground as it was played at, and it'll be Fiji ball.
So I thought you were good, but the problem is you knocked it on. Yeah, knocked it on. So it's a scrum, Fiji. Just a knock on. Jackal was fine, but the ball goes forward. If it is, it will show it. Sorry, we're stopping a quick there.
So this is as it stands at the moment.
Just a correction,
with the scores all square, that would give 2 competition points to Fiji to send them above Australia. 1 competition point is all they needed.
Everyone challenges me.
2 will do at the moment.
It's a knock-on first by Fiji, then by Portugal. It's a Portugal.
4 tries for a bonus point, or losing within 7.
Captain, it's your ball. Okay,
yeah, a little knock on here, which cost Fiji. They were looking a whole lot better.
Let's play.
I think he's actually pulled it back. I'm not sure he was allowed to play that, actually. He was probably lying on the floor. Big second rower. Knocked it on as the call.
No, first knock on by Fiji.
First knock on from Fiji. So Portugal ball, but their scrum has been under a little bit of pressure. And on the brink of half-time, they would just want to somehow find a way to survive the scrum, get the ball off the field, and get up the tunnel at 3-all. Certainly they don't want to concede here on the edge of the break.
Crouch! Bind!
Clock for half-time has gone into the red, where
What is the problem? What is the problem? No,
referee's hands.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. No commentary, let's go.
Jaja put both his arms up there, released his spine, I'm not sure why.
Okay. Wait. Crouch. Bind. Set. Look at the feet.
Marks tries to get this in and out pretty quickly. Again, those front rows are popped out, and we will go to half-time. Well, it's been a frantic, attritional 40 minutes, and at the moment, it is a staggering 3 points apiece between Portugal and Fiji. Vilamoni Botitu gets us underway in the second spell. It's nicely brought down by Portugal and Stevie Sakeda. They've got a good little roll forward and an advantage. Fiji pinged for the entry, and so a little free shot here for Portugal, and Pedro Betancourt has been good again and throws a massive dummy, finds a hole, then loses control. They were still playing under the penalty. It was Naithalevu. He got through, the Fiji captain, who's looking a little ginger on, and now taking a knee.
7 entry.
Back play.
No, 7.
Okay, stayed down. Nice little vision from Pedro Betancourt. Stepped inside, and that's a little tweak off the ball. Slipped again.
At the line out.
Never like to see a player going down without contact, because it normally is ligament damage. He's getting a bit of strapping now, the captain. It's not good news for Fiji to come out in not the most positive mindset to start with, and lose your captain early would be a massive blow.
He is such a vital cog in this Fiji team. Waisia Naithalevu almost single-handedly got them over Georgia. 17 carries and strap him up.
That's okay.
I could be okay, just a little tweak. Fiji had to make an early change. They lost him and Maya Navanua, their lock. So
I come over and you get up.
Tiahiwaru Thariki Daveta not out there. Semi Randradra being rested with a hamstring niggle. No draw Sesi, Tangi Valo, a couple of others who we've seen regularly. This one pinched away by Fiji, and swooping upon it is Lamani, so they get a chance to play from deep inside their own territory. Tuisova bangs it away downfield, centering kick, and fielded by impressive.
50-22 is on.
I was going to say impressive. We watched to see it's a 50-22. Lamani just keeps it in field. Nice little bit of skill, and they look to return favour with the kick. It's a little bit aimless though at the moment from Fiji. So Karoso Pinto able to wind up, looking to create some space on the outside for Mata, can't find him. Fiji recycle possession. Francisco Fernandes wrestles his way up over halfway. It's slow to come out of there for Samuel Marrakesh. Nice hands again from Lima, and a little step. Thought he's so dangerous, and the pick and go up the middle. Now some room for Marrakesh coming across. Martinch keeping it alive though for Thatcher, and there's Martinch again. It's another good breakout from Portugal up towards the 22, and Fiji having to scramble back. Betancourt Little stutter step, can't get around the outside of Tuisova, and then Caruso Pinto is rounded upon by Bortia. Round the corner come Portugal again once more. It's Betancourt, and that one's going to spill through the hands. And just like they did against Australia, the last hands of Portugal letting them down.
Oh, it's wonderful though, isn't it? The offloading at the tackle, the little pop passes, the momentum kept. Wonderful to watch. We said it as well. Jose Lima, the 12, he's been involved in a lot. This man, look for the little backflip there as well, Taja. Nice skill set. Beautiful little pop pass. Nicholas Martins is impressive, isn't he? He's so involved. Twice, 3 times he was involved in this movement. Taja looked like he was going to give that little pass behind.
Robbie, there's a couple of veteran players out there for Portugal who are absolutely throwing everything at this match, the likes of Taja and Markic.
No, it's absolutely fantastic and phenomenal to see, of course, you know, but Taja hiding the ball behind his back. Oh, we love that, we really do. Samuel Marquez, of course, playing his last game for Portugal as well today, so, you know, it's a big match for these guys. They're still in it.
Fiji have got the scrum under control. It's wheeling around now. Someone's lost a boot, and Fiji will get a penalty.
Stay in the scrum, Portugal. Over here, please. C'est la raison pour la penalty. No, sorry to be fussy.
It's quite interesting just to see how Portugal are very happy passing the ball around, you know, against a Fijian team who normally do that the best, you know, they're the best in the business. But the ball actually didn't go out, so it's been
Ken Marta's kept this in really well. Eventually Fiji go back, and it's fielded by Lamani back where the initial kick was made. This time he's going to find the, oh no, he's not going to find the safety of the touchline at all. Kish brings it in. Caruso Pinto in a shape to kick as well, sending it high into the sky. Chaser coming forward is Botelho for Portugal, soaring, bringing it down beautifully, the fly half. Now they roll forward. Betancourt stabbing a little kick into open space for Storti to chase around the corner and score right in it. It's a breakout try for Portugal. A little bit of magic.
Well, he thinks he scored. What a moment it will be. I think we might go upstairs and have a look.
Grounding is good, and he is in the field of play. Grounding is good.
Try's been given. What a moment this is for Portugal. He has been sensational all tournament. Rafael Storti. The little kick was a real good one as well. Hopped up nicely. What about the take from Geronimo Portela? Brilliant little indecision amongst the Fijian backs. Portela got up there. Here comes the little grubber in again. In behind, slow to turn, Razambossi.
Thank you, Pierre.
Oh, for sensational finish. Look at this, the gather, under pressure, the score, absolutely brilliant. Wow, what a moment. Angled inside, under pressure, stretch and score. And a celebration worthy of the try.
He went close in the first half, Rafael Storti. He's nailed it in the second, and now from wide. Samuel Markic to convert the try, and he does so. Portugal's fans are on their feet as they go out to a 10-3 lead early in the second half.
This is just extraordinary, isn't it? We saw 2 kicks from this phase of play. The first big high kick that was literally kept in the hands of the Portuguese team, and that from Rodrigo Marta into the corner, absolutely sublime. It's not just the passing, but it's also the kicking game.
Here goes Rodrigo Marta again. He's taken down the restart. Fiji at 6s and 7s, ducking under the tackle. Marta, he's got Martins with him. It's another massive breakout for Portugal. Can't quite link up. It's scooped up by Magala. He's busting through. Sorelli Magala looks like he's going to go all the way. The chase coming. The step and another step. Magala finally, Portugal get him down. Thought he was gone. They curried that to Portugal, but still coming is Fiji. Botito just short of the line. game has come alive.
Advantage 7 off.
Oh, they've got advantage too, has Fiji.
Advantage.
Just short of the line again. Still advantage, try. Lavani Botia is going to come up with it. The demolition man does the job.
Wow, what a moment it is. Portugal on the attack. Couldn't just quite finish it off. And then the counter-attack from Sirili Mangala. Great feat from Storti. Boy, he has been a handful tonight. The pass, everything excellent. Martin's ball in hand. And then this man just came back.
Nine.
Thought he was going to go the distance. There was a real good chase down, some real pace to catch him.
Thank you.
Portugal pouring numbers into that defence. 8 or 9 defenders got back there so quickly, but just too strong right in the dying seconds. Over the line. Oh, just when it was getting away, a little magic moment has got the Fijians back in this game.
Frank Lomani to convert the try, and we're back to even Stevens, all square in Toulouse. It's 10 apiece between Fiji and Portugal.
It's interesting, we haven't really seen too much of Lavani Botia, then all of a sudden, you know, the big La Rochelle, Stade Rochelet flanker or centre or whatever just turns up and produces the goods when it matters the most.
Well, what a 5 minutes of this half as Mele Terenelangi brings down that restart a little awkwardly, but did well. Did Terenelangi, the captain of the Olympic gold medal winning team. Lamani puts this into the night sky. Portela coming forward, and why not? He's doing it so well, and then just runs smack into Irone Maui. Portugal, though, see the eyes light up and the space they can create it with the footwork. The likes of Mata always been hit around the head here, around the throat, and he looked very uncomfortable as he landed.
There's no doubt this is going to go upstairs. It's head to head.
Yeah, everyone just take a breather a second. Take your time, Brian. I haven't seen anything yet. So okay, well, give me a second, okay?
Luke, we've got the first angle coming up for you now.
Thank you. So TMO review, pop it on the screen, please. Look at the action, the tackler. Upright, head contact, head or neck contact, direct. So we do have foul play, fellas. Correct. So we do have foul play, and to me, that definitely reaches the yellow card threshold. All agreed? Thanks.
Number 7, White.
Well, it's the right decision, isn't it? It's head-to-head. There may well be a little bit of mitigation because there's a big step from Storti, but body position from Lavani Botia is a little bit high.
Okay to play? Okay to play?
Neck drive is slightly upwards. He might be in trouble. Going to sit for 10 and wait his fate.
Rodrigo Mata is back up. It's a really good touch finder as well. Botia sits down. Big throw for Tadger, down the back he goes, and it's dragged in one-handedly by Zakeda. They've got a great roll on, real momentum here. Portugal, Tadger, Mike Tadger towards the line, over the line as he just held up. Fiji, desperate defence, but Portugal sent sensing another chance. Fernandes has it, and he's over. The big prop forward. The 38-year-old Francisco Fernandes gets a second try for Portugal.
Very nice execution at ball time. Peeled and drove, and there's the little celebration. The take, the one-handed take at the back, just wonderful. Then came the leg drive. The peel was strong. The ball was at the front initially. I thought Tadjo was going to get over here. Strong, powerful, off he went. Just held up short. And then Fernandes with the stretch and score. Quick hands, really. Over he goes. Oh, and Australia will just be loving this right now.
There's a lot of Australians feeling a little Portuguese at the moment. It's still not enough for them as it stands, but meanwhile, Portugal can sense a famous victory. Samuel March adds another 2 points. They stretch their lead to a converted try.
Patrice Legisque must be watching this and thinking, well, this is going as planned, wonderful. Didn't have to go far, but, you know, it's a long way just to ground the ball there as Bottia watches on, of course. But what it comes from a great line-out once again. The 22-year-old line-out captain, Jose Madeira, absolutely fantastic and pivotal with the calls and the line-outs for Portugal tonight.
Fiji down to 14, and Levani Bottia awaits his fate as the bunker reviews his high tackle. This one comes off the side of the boot from
Luke, I have a bunker decision for you.
Go on, mate.
So it is number 1, it's going to remain a yellow card. It was high degree of danger.
Thank you.
The bunker has said mitigation due to a late step by the ball carrier.
Time off, guys, to let everyone know the yellow card remains because of the step, okay? Yellow card remains. Let's go.
So there it is. Levani Bottia will be back in the game as now Fiji look to roll and rumble forward. It's a great 5-6 metres off that line out, splintering away and yet still going, tucked in the back of the arms, and they milked a penalty out of there as well. Brilliant execution from Matavesi at the back.
Entry.
Powerful leg drive, dynamic urgency finally from Fiji. Straight to the corner after such a successful leg drive. You want to go again.
But the yellow card is remaining because of the late step and change in direction.
Bit of mitigation in terms of that bunker review. And I said it at the time, there was a step inside, and that's been the deciding factor for that man there. Levani Bottia will come back on. The big step inside is just the mitigation he needed to make sure he can come back on.
Stolen away by Martins at the front. The loose ball, though, might have fallen on Fiji's side. In fact, it has. Matavesi. Viliami Mata, 5 metres away. Fiji have finally been sprung into action here. Pick and go again. They're happy to keep it tight. It spills out for Lamani. Oh, stepping. Potito almost through. Lamani spins for his captain, Nayatalevu. Portugal's defence has been superb. Close to the line. Tangi now. He's driven back, but able to offload for Mata. Hands down lower, good. Portugal try to swarm in. Ducking under a couple. This time is Derene Langi. They keep coming away to the left. Here's Tarakita Veta, ridden back in a huge shot from Martins and Fernandes. Himbosi in close.
Yeah, he's moved. That's good. Good effort on the floor.
Fiji really having to go to work here and grit their teeth, trying to get this quarter-final place. Nasilasila wide here for Rabu Taumanda. The flying tackle of Mata comes up and stops him in his tracks. Lost a bit of ground here, and Nasilasila no way through. It's titanic defence from Portugal. Botito pressing and probing Magala with the footwork. Magala with the leg drive. And now it's a quick short ball for Ricky Daveta, charging himself at Portugal's line. And then they've lost control of it. Fiji
On the deck.
stolen away. And they'll scramble it clear, Jose Lima.
First man.
Oh, it's courageous defence. Gutsy, determined and organised
You two stay here now.
from Portugal. Much better too
You're
from
running at me
Fiji.
saying check. You're running me saying this. You play, we ref,
Turnover on
okay?
their own
Let's
goal
go.
line.
No, there's nothing clear. Come on.
You play, old ref.
Let's play.
Luke Pearce.
Yep, quite right.
Just take a second for his prop. Just hold on there, please, Yaka.
Well, there is an injury.
Time off, please.
I think it's the old man, Francisco Fernandes, who's sitting against the pole, getting a little bit of treatment.
Which is no foul play, Brian, is it? There's his shoulder. Sorry? You need to remove him.
I said it, it's been a gutsy effort defensively.
Injury.
It's a massive tackle.
So we're going to
The double hit.
here, please. Injured his shoulder.
There's two extraordinary factors in play here. Portugal leading 17-10. They've never won a game at a Rugby World Cup. Fiji only need one competition point to get to the quarterfinals, and at the moment they've got it, a losing bonus point.
Got a substitution with David Costa
at the moment. Sorry, Robbie.
Yeah, just David Costa's coming on to replace the veteran Francisco Fernandes. He's got. And there you can see that the table there, of course, as he gets a very rousing applause, of course, from all of the fans there. That's the situation at the moment. Incredible scenario with Australia in that second position.
Fernandes leaves the field, David Costa comes out, and Fiji have got more attacking ball here, and in fact they've got an advantage as well as Matavesi comes away. And then a bobble and a juggle again to Isova, but they were playing under advantage.
Number 5. No. You can only
well, they've got the losing bonus point at the moment. They want to chase the win now, Fiji, don't they? Their maul was pretty good a couple moments ago. Kick to the corner is the sensible decision.
Stay 2, please.
Down the back now, Silasila bats it away. Fiji, concerted pressure. Mbosi again in close, the left winger.
Advantage. Rolling the wrong direction, number 4.
Namani, slow ball, he has to dig it out eventually. It's there for Tuisova, through the hands, it just floated in front of them again under advantage.
Been quite a few of those floaty passes out into the back line. Just allows the defence to take the space while the ball's in the air. Floating away from
tap them?
the attack this time round, and the error came.
Just be aware.
There's a whole bomb squad of benches about to make their way on.
On the line.
Fiji change attack, they're going to tap and try and batter their way over the line. Spills away for Matavesi. It's a great chop tackle by the new man. Costa onto the field. Fiji get back, it's there for Tuisova. Barging, can't get through though. Lima in the middle, around the corner. Oh, they come again, dipping into that one. It was tricky. Shooting up Tuisova, just bumping off Betancourt. Pick and go Mbosi. He's been really difficult, and again they lose control in that contact area. Fiji
it's just a knock
playing with 14.
Onside, please.
You can't keep control of the ball when it matters.
Advantage over.
Oh, gutsy defence, gutsy, courageous, bodies on the line, hearts on the line, taking the pace well, taking the space well, I should say. Betancourt charged up, took a huge hit. Oh, and this tackle's coming in low and hard. And losing control again is Hambosi. Costly errors for Fiji.
Still waiting to get Botia back. They'll have to play this line out. It's taken down by Derenelangi.
Over. Don't change 4.
Last line out drive was a good one for Fiji. This time it's just fractured a little. They'll have to play it really close to that sideline. Again, Roni Maui, he and Luke Tangi have put their hands up for plenty of work. Viliami Mata just drops her shoulder down and grabs a couple of metres. They're doing it the hard way. Up over the 22 there. Portugal once more able just to slow that ball, and now the little ball floated over the top, but floated forward to Hambosi.
First little bit of something different with the ball over the top, as much as it floated forward. One-off runners by Fiji, really predictable, just being picked off by the Portuguese defence. Something different, but not quite accurate enough to get the end result as the changes come.
Yeah, all full change in the front row with Tavita. It kind of vary coming on for Matt Therese, Penny Ravai, of course, for Maui, and Misaki Donge for Tangi, of course. And Botia's back on.
Portugal making a change too. The regular skipper Tomas Appleton heading out there. He's replacing Pedro Betancourt. Well, that may be blood, just watching Betancourt race up the tunnel, or an HIA perhaps. We'll follow that up, but Appleton's out there. Pretty handy replacement.
So we better start ourselves.
2 number 12s out there. Handy it may be, but Betancourt has been quite special at number 13.
So into the final quarter of the match as it stands. Portugal on track for their first ever win. Fiji sneaking into a quarter-final by 1 losing bonus point. Simon Raiwalui remains impassive.
Bang.
New front row out there for Fiji. Front rows have gone down again. Marcus is going to send it away. Try and get some territory. Portugal. Hambosi, dangerous with ball in hand, looking to try and open things up, accelerating through, almost getting through. Can't go past that new man, Appleton. Now at the level for Avotamanda, stepping back in field. Again, Portugal's defence is superb, and they win a penalty as well.
Oh, it's a clean-out from the wrong side almost. It was so badly in the side door. The captain, Nathikalebu, made the pass and then just had no way to get back and make the clean out. As the player goes to ground now, you can see, it's a clean out from a completely offside position. And Bossy gives them a real attacking option. They need a couple of runners off his shoulder, don't they?
Nayathalevi is coming to the side. He dropped that knee again, and he's going to be replaced by Yosefo Marci in just his 3rd cap for Fiji, another Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, there's also a change for Portugal in the front row. You've got Anthony Alves, the Mundo Massin, who's coming on to replace Diogo Haas Ferreira.
Nice little attacking position now for Portugal. Back of the line, out it goes, the maul again.
Portugal, Martins, who's been superb all tournament. Tall, rangy, open side flanker. Fiji now with a little bit of defence. Remember at the moment as the ball spills forward, and it could open up now. Lamani through the hands, Hambosi puts it down the toe. And they'll be able to scoot back and tidy up here. Lima, pressure coming on though. Oh, brilliantly kept alive, and now opening up. Martins down this left-hand channel, tried to put it on the toe, it's scooped up. Botia does get it on the foot. Derenelangi has has a hack at it, and eventually it's scooped up by Madeira, and it's Portugal's ball. Penalty Fiji.
Just relax, just relax. Holding on.
Oh, great variation at the line-out from Portugal. Thought it was going to be a maul, so many numbers, and then the ball spilt forward. Fiji quick to counter-attack down that far left-hand side. Fast and frenetic, and Fiji back to the corner again. There's the little call.
We checked it. It's not foul play for us.
Changes in the front row first. Put into the line-out for Canavera.
Canavera stolen at the front. Oh, some moish might have got him there.
No. Onside, please. Okay, Portugal, use it.
Just constant pressure from Portugal as Marques kicks a wonderful exit right downfield. Avatamunda having to go deep into his 22 to clear away. And he goes back down to Portela, who's opened things up beautifully at times. Oh, a little bit of trouble here. They keep the ball alive well, though. Madeira. Again, Marques tries to turn them around. It only goes down to Portitu. Portuguese player down in the middle there. Marques will bring it down and find some open space. It's a good driving kick, just breaks back in field, so 50-22 not on. And this one has hit this. It's taken a diversion off the camera.
Guys, it touched the camera. It's a scrum down.
Well, we go back for the scrum because it
touched the camera.
Smashed the sky camera right head on.
Got the cable.
We've had a few, not quite firsts tonight. We've seen it hit the cable before, but we saw a replay on the toss. We've now seen the cable come into play.
Last team who kicked the ball.
It's a bit of cramp out there as well for
it's Fiji scrum.
One of the Portuguese players.
When it hits the camera wire, it's the last team, the same as yesterday. Back. Just beyond the 10 metres. Sorry. That'll do. Here we are. Yeah. Time on. Oh, hang on, just
waiting to see when Vincent Pinchot can come onto the pitch.
Yeah.
So because the player is still down and he's receiving treatment, he doesn't get the green light just yet. You just have to wait a few moments.
He looked to be cramping, didn't he, Manuel Cardoso Pinto?
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't had too much game time, has he? And he has covered a lot of space this evening. He's had a really good game, Manuel Cardoso Pinto. What a good game he's had. Courageous and brave. Run the ball well. A couple of clean breaks. Super effort.
Shoulder, please. Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Fiji's scrum remains good. It remains good. The front rows go down again. It's in the back for Martin. They've got another scrum penalty. So a chance to have a real crack here, and a crack they will. Magala looking to pop the ball back in field. Hambosi hangs on really well. Charging, hard running onto it.
Advantage.
And they've got another advantage. They're just going past the ball at the breakdown. Fiji now enterprising as it goes to ground again.
That's just a knock on. Back we come. Off feet.
David Wallace it was who tried to get little hands on it. It'll intercept, but not able. Penalty advantage all the way back.
You had the advantage in the scrum, but it was over, okay?
Well, there were hands on the ground now. That was the problem. In second go at it, may have held his body weight, but as soon as those hands touch the ground, you can't scoop the ball back.
Great ball for Nasilasila. Fiji have been really good, and they've got all the forward momentum this time. Portugal's defence has been wonderful on their goal line now, and they just get a little second shunt in as Ikenaveri tries to come away with it. Ball goes to ground. Allows Portugal to reorganise.
Away two!
All the new forwards onto the field, the front rowers. Ikenaveri, Tavita Ikenaveri, close to the line. Butia is there. Another advantage for Fiji. Well, spread again. They're going to keep this in really tight. Ikenaveri just short of the line. And there again, this time diving, they're jumping, and they're over. Misaki Donge, eventually, the fresh legs do it.
His second test try. It's been a busy evening of ball carrying from the front rowers tonight. His predecessors were good. Tangi and Maui carried the ball up a lot. The line out this time worked. Down it came. Well controlled. Pressure from the maul. Big leg drives. As soon as they were on that line, the strength and power of the leg drive too much for the Portuguese defence. Good low body position. Ikenaveri once or twice with strong carries, and eventually Donge gets over and gets the try. Relief more so than anything else for Fiji.
So Lamani to try to tie this back up again. And makes no mistake. So for the third time in this match, we are even. 17 all between Fiji and Portugal.
Fiji getting themselves back into this. We do have a change. We've got João Granat, who's coming on to replace the winger, Rodrigo Marta.
12 white. 12.
Nicolas Martins, what a wonderful player he has been. A superb tournament for that young open side flanker.
Vincent, c'est bon?
Oh, miscommunication from Fiji off the kickoff. Lucky it bounced off the legs of the oncoming player. They're going to retain possession.
Onside Portugal. Fiji use it.
Namani try to exit. Will go out over the sideline. Everyone can take a breath as we head into the final 10 minutes.
Nice try, but it's off his
Helter
knees.
Skelter, what a game it's been. Edge of the seat step for the Portuguese fans, for the Fiji coaching staff, for the Australians watching in their hotel and at home.
Come on.
Glenn Jackson nearest to camera there looked absolutely forlorn. Portugal come at them again. They've looked wonderful with ball in hand. Rodrigo Marta just stopped by Masi. Low tackle from Ikenaveri. In comes Mike Tadger in his final game, all lost control. It's scooped up by Butia. And powering through, rather it's Penny Ravai, excuse me, and up over the halfway. Ikenaveri. Masi and flat, he's really dangerous, got great footwork. Yosefo Masi. It's open and broken as Fiji keep coming around the corner. Butia puts it to the toe, he spied some open space, the bounce sits up, kept in field just by Magala. In fact, the flag is up by the assistant referee.
Oh, helter skelter. That ball had been popped. There was maybe a little bit of a hole for the runner to run into.
22, was it?
Tadja just carried it up, then the little chip over the top. Oh, and only just into touch, barely.
Where's 22?
Oh yeah, definitely in touch though.
So Thomas Appleton's coming off with Pedro Betancourt, just passing the HIA and coming back onto the pitch.
Okay, 12 gone. And number 8. Change. Yeah.
And a couple of changes also for Fiji with Tetela coming on and Albert Tuisue.
Tuisue replacing Viliami Mata. Tetela out there for Tuisova. Looks to be hobbling off a little, Tuisova, coming towards the sideline very slowly.
Stay on side, Fiji. Start on side.
Markesh sends this down about 25, 30 odd metres out from the line, 17 all. Remember, Portugal have already had one draw in this competition on this ground. Great take, Tuisue. It's Hambossi, who's been really good for Fiji, the left winger. Playing under advantage here, nice flat hard ball. Here's Mussy, who's looked for work early. It's ripped away.
Not good, the back we come offside. See the mark, please. 10 and 12 offside from the line-out.
A lot of hands pointing at the shots at the posts.
Post goal.
Been an interesting evening of kicking tonight. Romani has kicked pretty well, actually, bearing in mind he had his woes earlier on in the tournament.
Stop, watch off, please. Clock off for a second, Will.
Yeah, the first one looked like me off the first tee. But after that, they've come okay.
Well, he at least starts them in the right place with that little hook of his.
It's great move.
3 from 3 so far.
To put Fiji in front for the first time since the opening 9 minutes. Lomani does add 3 and Fiji nudge in front and nudge towards the quarter-final. 20 points to 17.
Time off, please. Time's off for your change.
And what a great strike that was, wow.
Okay, here he comes. Here he comes.
He's been enormous, this man, Mike Tadja. His last game, getting a wonderful, rousing, standing ovation from the Portuguese fans, thoroughly deserved. Hard as nails, body on the line, some wonderful kicking displays as well from the Portuguese hooker.
Okay, Fiji.
So Portugal now, having had all the running in the second half, find themselves chasing that elusive first win. Namani down towards halfway. They're going to, I was going to say, going to try and keep this alive, Portugal, but not quite.
It was a good clearance though, wasn't it? High and hanging, which just meant the chase could get up there and stop any quick throws being taken, any helter-skelter football, which has suited that back three of Portugal.
Taken in Pierre, so no gaining ground. They do a 50.
This is back where we stand in the pool. Remember, this is the final pool game, and we need one more quarter-finalist, and at the moment, that is Fiji. Going in ahead of Australia, but they're making heavy weather of it. That's well scooped up down low, though, by Tarikidaveta. Now Silasila, who's just kept going. Whipped away this time. This Just a little more fluidity this time for Fiji. Oh, and difficult to come out of there. Slap him out of the way and they get the penalty.
Don't do that. Number 8 landed the wrong side, not rolling away.
Rafael Simush not rolling away. The indiscretion, not so much the man with hands on the ball.
First goal.
Lying on the wrong side, makes no effort to get out of there.
These last 10 minutes or so, we've just seen Portugal just drop down their guard a little bit, and I think it comes down to fatigue and the fact that, you know, they've been really hit hard by that Georgian clash, and, you know, just to put in all of the training sessions, so much fatigue within the group, of course, and just the little errors that are just seeping into their game, just not making it easy for themselves. But what a performance, you know, regardless of what happens at the end, you know, they can be extremely proud of what they've achieved.
Frank Lamani bang in front, 43 metres out. It stays straight and true, and over it goes. They go out to a 6-point advantage. 26 points to 17 with 4 to play.
Well, it's a really good kick. He hits it with a big draw. Quite a hook. Started it way outside the right. In it went. Always had the distance. A 6-point lead. How valuable is that right now for Fiji? Almost cements their quarter-final to score twice or 3 times really to knock Fiji out would be a massive loss for Portugal.
Again, misunderstanding at the kickoff from Fiji, and scooped up by Magala, who's going to have a little dart here. He got the mismatch. Eventually, Storti came round. The great effort from Rafael Storti.
Thank you.
Among so many standouts for Portugal.
Good effort on the floor, thanks. Okay, Fiji, use it, please. Start on side, lads. Start on side.
Clock starting to tick away. There's Penny Matualu out there as well. His first appearance for Fiji. Rodrigo Mata has been so elusive. Portugal's all-time leading scorer. Oh, another little good incursion here. This time it was Appleton. Marques in his final match for Portugal. Samoish, who made his debut against Fiji in 2013. They need a converted try now to win it. Fiji's defence aiming up. Little flick on.
Tackle, release!
Eventually,
on his knees.
David Valish goes to ground, and now it's a space for Storti, darting down the right. Tries to step away the offload, brilliant for Rodrigo Mata, and they might still have a chance to win this, Portugal.
Let's go back to your line, please.
Brilliantly down the right-hand side. They haven't had the ball for the last 15 or 20 minutes, but they've got a little snap. Down the blind side they go. His pace is quick. Steps inside beautifully. The little offload just in case. And Mata goes in. There's history in the making.
We check. We have no problem.
Brilliant line. The left wing over from the other side. They had a kick to win it against Georgia. They've got a kick to possibly win it against Fiji.
They're looking to see where this kick should be taken from, because it's an awfully similar position to where they had the penalty.
No,
to try and beat Georgia at the death.
Inside the 15.
And it is further, and it's inside the 15.
It's one step inside the 15 towards the post.
One step if you want inside. There we are. Thank you.
Yeah.
You let me know when you want the clock back on, okay? You happy? You see 28 seconds?
He is a great striker of the ball, this man. Clearly played football at some point in his life. He's a real natural. This, quite possibly, the most pressurized kick of his career.
Samuel Makish just strikes it superbly. He's put Portugal in front with a minute to play.
Never in doubt. Handled the pressure superbly. Beautiful strike. History beckons.
And here's the table. It still means Fiji will go through to a quarter-final. But for now, Portugal stand on the verge of history.
Fiji onside.
30 seconds away from their first ever win at a Rugby World Cup. Or Fiji trying to pile in here. It's a real wrestle for the ball. But the clock ticks. They're trying to absorb it. A moment of magic. Portugal